In travel news for August 29th, 2023, we talk about Hurricane Idalia's effect on travel, Seabourn's 2025 itineraries for Alaska, Canada, and New England, and China's relaxing of pandemic-era entry restrictions. But before we begin, I'm Brandon with the Adept Traveler, a travel agency that makes travel so easy. Even a blind person can do it. And now, today in travel. As Tropical Storm Idalia intensified and is projected to evolve into a major hurricane, travel disruptions are expected across multiple states, starting with Florida and extending northward to Georgia and parts of the Carolinas. As of Monday morning, the storm boasted maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, inching closer to the hurricane status, which is defined as having sustained winds of 74 miles per hour or more. Tampa International Airport has announced a closure to all commercial airline traffic starting at 12:01 a.m. local time this morning. The facility plans to remain closed until a post-storm assessment can be made, with a tentative reopening set for Thursday morning. Although some cargo and private flights might continue into the early hours of Tuesday, the airport is expected to be completely shut down by 7 a.m. The closure allows the airport to secure jet bridges, ground equipment, and any remaining aircraft in anticipation of Idalia's landfall. Importantly, the airport is not equipped to function as a shelter. Southwest Florida International Airport, near Fort Myers, has not yet announced any closures, but is closely monitoring the storm. Other major airports, such as Miami International and Orlando International, have not released statements regarding potential impacts, but are expected to be outside of the central path of the storm. Several airlines, including Delta, United, Southwest, JetBlue, Spirit, and Sun Country, are providing travel waivers for passengers flying to areas likely to be impacted by the storm. Travelers are advised to check with individual carriers for specific terms concerning the extra flexibility offered. Central Florida's theme parks are also preparing for Idalia. Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, and Adventure Island Water Park will both close early on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Busch Gardens is scheduled to reopen on Thursday, while Adventure Island will remain closed through Thursday and plans to reopen on Friday. SeaWorld Orlando has not yet announced any closures, but has a whether or not assurance policy that allows for a 12-month return window under certain extreme weather conditions. Similarly, Legoland Florida and Universal Orlando Resorts offer penalty-free rebooking and cancellations under specific weather conditions. Walt Disney World has yet to announce any changes to its operations, but has a hurricane policy in place should a warning be issued within 7 days of guests' arrival. With Tropical Storm Idalia looming large, travelers are advised to stay updated on its path and impact, especially concerning airport closures and changes in airline and theme park operations. Proactive measures are being taken across multiple sectors to minimize risk and provide flexibility, underscoring the necessity for travelers to plan accordingly. Luxury cruise and expedition provider Seabourn has recently released its itineraries for the 2025 cruising season. Focusing on voyages through Alaska, Canada, and New England, the cruise will run from May through November, and passengers have the option of choosing from a total of 24 itineraries. These voyages are now open for booking and will be hosted on two of the line's elegant ships, the Seabourn Quest and the Seabourn Sojourn. The Seabourn Quest is scheduled to offer 18 sailings in Alaska between May and September in 2025. The 7-day itineraries will take travelers on either northbound or southbound journeys, commencing from Juneau, Alaska, and ending in Vancouver. An extended 14-day Alaska glaciers, fjords, and inside passage itinerary combines both of these voyages for a comprehensive Alaskan experience. The ports of call on these cruises are notably adventurous and include destinations such as the Inian Islands, Rudyard Bay, and Wrangell, which is home to the stunning Tongass National Rainforest. For travelers interested in Canada and New England, the Seabourn Sojourn is the ship to consider. It will undertake a series of 12-day journeys between Montreal and New York City from September to November in 2025. For those interested in a transatlantic experience, the ship is also offering a Route of the Vikings voyage, which takes passengers from Dover to either Montreal or New York City. Ports of call for these journeys feature prominent historical locations, including the UNESCO World Heritage City of Quebec City, Baie-Comeau, and Shelbourne in Nova Scotia, a city renowned for its rich shipbuilding heritage. The president of Seabourn emphasized the line's commitment to ultra-luxury and personalized experience, saying, "Our guests are truly exceptional individuals in search of extraordinary experiences. And at Seabourn, we take tremendous pride in guiding them to the world's most stunning destinations while providing unparalleled ultra-luxury experiences and personalized service." Whether it's venturing into the rugged terrains of Alaska with the Ventures by Seabourn outings, or soaking in the vivid colors of fall in Canada and New England's historical towns, Seabourn promises that every moment aboard their ships will become a cherished memory filled with awe and wonder. Given the variety of options and the luxurious amenities offered, Seabourn's 2025 cruising season is set to be a compelling choice for those seeking extraordinary seafaring adventures. In a significant move signaling the country's gradual reopening to international travelers, China has announced that it will no longer require a negative COVID-19 test for entry, effective Wednesday, August 30th. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson described this change as a major milestone in a press briefing on Monday. This development comes on the heels of other adjustments to China's travel restrictions. In January, the country ended quarantine mandates for Chinese citizens who were returning home from abroad. Moreover, China recently expanded the list of countries its citizens can visit and added more international flights to its schedule. Delta Airlines announced last week that it would expand its flight offerings to China. Starting October 29th, the airline will offer 10 weekly flights from Seattle and Detroit to Shanghai. Furthermore, in March 2024, Delta plans to introduce a service to Shanghai from Los Angeles 4 times a week, a route that hasn't been in operation since before the pandemic. The latest relaxation of entry requirements is a stark contrast to China's previously enforced zero-COVID policy. This policy led to citywide lockdowns and long quarantine periods for infected individuals, severely impacting the country's economy. The strict measures resulted in rising unemployment and sparked widespread protests against the forced lockdowns. The lifting of mandatory COVID-19 testing requirements for international travelers is expected to spur a significant boost in travel activities to and from China, offering relief to airlines, travel agencies, and other businesses that have been grappling with the limitations imposed by the pandemic. Today in Travel is brought to you by The Adept Traveler, a travel agency that specializes in making travel easier for everyone. From the novice to the expert, from the able-bodied to the disabled traveler, everybody deserves to travel well. Until next time, travel well, my friends.